Hello guys, before I begin this what if, I want to apologize for my long break. I had to take some time off. I didn't know what to do. I have failed like when I promised to make what if I wasn't fertile. That will be delayed. All my fertile what ifs will be delayed a long while. Currently I'm gonna do this now. What if Asta was a son of Hestia? As well, who the father is, he's from the Greek myths as well. But let's dive into it, shall we? As we see now, Hestia carrying the baby Asta. Currently, he's born with black and brown hair. Well, black hair with a little touch of brown in the front. He's sleeping in the crib now on Olympus. Smiles at the father of the baby as well, as he's watching this as well now. I'm gonna keep him a secret for a while. Then Hecate knows of this bond. She's still mad at Hestia for some reason. She decides to banish him, so he will only return. He will go for trials before he gets back here. This is when Hestia wakes up, and the father as well wakes up. The realize he's gone. They watch where then Hecate appears, tells them that she laughs, then immediately storm her pin to the ground. I stand flash to Olympus now. Do see this confrontation now, like in the front room. So where's my son? Hestia says. They knew that Hestia and the father of Asta's father had gotten together and decided to have a baby. Yes, they decided that. So yeah, then he said, "What did you do to our baby?" Said, "It's Asta's gone, banished to another world. Heck, I don't even know if he will ever return." Then he says, "Why?" Said, "Why?" Shazam broke down and said, "Why did you do that to my son?" Said, "He's a threat to Olympus." Said, "You don't know anything. You're only jealous of him because the power he had." This is Riaz said, "Punishment for this, Hecate. You'll be banished and you'll be forced to fade. May the fates return Asta. May the fates guide Asta on her path until home." Zeus said a prayer. Do we see Zeus praying to the fates? What's the word coming to? What's the next? The sea starts spitting out lightning and the sky starts doing waves or something, or the sky creates earthquakes up in the sky or something. They all thought, yeah, like that all happened. Then it says, "Nah, probably flying pig or something." She smothered. Then Asta's father smiled, but then suddenly flying pigs would be there. Like, what the hell? They all thought. Then chaos appeared. The multi-creator of the universe said, "I'm sorry to hear about your loss, but your son, but I can assure you he's safe for now." So what I mean safe for now? Said, "He will go into troubles. Don't worry, there's not any monster from Greek mythology in the world where he was banished, but he'll face other trials. I can assure you, in time, he'll return." I can promise you that. 17 years from now, he'll return. Okay, he said, "That's all I wanted to say. I want to give you hope so you can stay. It won't fade, Hestia. I want to see my baby grow up." Nee. Then we go to Asta banished now. He's banished to Black Clover World. Yes, his powers will, well, from his dad, those powers will unlock. He will unlock later. Or if his mother will have full flame control, he can burst into flames, well, yeah. He can travel with flames, he can flash since he's a god. His parents is a god in this, okay? His eyes will be flame orb and parts of his father's colors. I will not reveal what that is yet, because then you figure out probably who his father is. I don't want to keep it secret for longer than I can. So yeah. Then we continue now. His looks, as said, he has black hair with a touch of brown hair on his front. Now we see Asta lives in the woods now, but then he's found by father and brought into church. Like 1 year before. Juna comes in, so Asta is yeah, actually 1 year before, but Asta grows really fast. The father realizes this. So Asta will fully grown at when Juna is only like 2 years old. He still doesn't have any memories for that. See, Asta will be around 17 age already. So his age will go slower now. He can appear to change the age now as well. As the fates appear again, still remains silently. Asta gave him a mysterious domain of counseling. So yeah, then while he grows up, he helps take care of Juno. Father surprised, but also could talk already. He knew, but he just couldn't tell father. He had made a promise to himself that he will never tell anyone about this, all that. But the father trusted him. Then he started reading books a lot about Greek mythology. Then he quickly realized who his parents were, due to his appearance and what he could do, powers. So yeah. As now we see Asta's growing up now. As Yuta grows up as well, Asta will still have the same age. As he will act like he's gone visiting, like traveling actually. She won't be that smart if Yuta grows up to not create confusion with him. But yeah, then as Asta practices flashing, flame travels all out to full control of flames because I'm a food. He does it only sometimes, not because father doesn't want him to use that ability too much. Asked only, but yeah, then he told the father also, said father, said yeah. Said I don't believe in Christianity, I said. Asta said, Asta said that, said what he believed, said, you know about the Greek myths all that, said yeah, what is it, said, I think, I don't know how to say this, father. Said, oh, I see, you believe that they exist, right? Said, yes. Said, well, do Christianity accepts anyone, even if they pray to another religion, they're all welcome. Said, still thank you, father. Well, still thank you, or CX, call him. So yeah, as I prayed to his, mirror fire, he decided, to see how they prayed. They sacrificed food on it, so he decided to sacrifice the food he made to his parents, even though his god still sacrificed it. Says Hestia and Asta's father got this message, as knew he still do well. Said I hope you do well. Back home, back there. I hope I can return soon. Can't have the appearance of a 17-year-old, kept it for the 8 years I have been living here in this world. I count the days until I can turn back. Hopefully it won't be too soon, though with my luck it'll probably end up being 7 years. No. 9 years. They sighed. Both Asta's parents sighed now. They knew it would be tough, but they could pull through. It said, I promise I'll try to sacrifice more to you later. Even though he was in a separate world, they could still feel a sacrifice, of course, to him. Because, well, close parents slash aunt, yeah. You know, that stuff. Sedan. Time went by now. 7-year time skip. You see, Euron's grown up now. He waits for his more. As you've seen Asta sometimes coming by. Only, like he still hasn't aged at all. So then he came with Euron to get this Grimoire Tower. You said, so where's your Grimoire? Said, oh. Then Asta said, oh, things came away before I could get mine, so I'm here to take mine this year. I always had other business to attend to. Helping other people in need. You said, of course, you're a share worker. So whatever, I won't become a Mad Knight like you, that's your dream. Asta said, why not? Said, too much work. Besides, I don't really believe in this idea. It's too corrupt, yeah. I'd rather not change it, creates too much trouble for me. Besides, I have some other things. I have some things I don't want people to discover. He said, and yeah. Anyway, I'm just here to get my Grimoire. I stand and wait now. Then Grimoire guys start beginning. Well, yeah. As when it's done, all the Grimoire starts coming down. Everyone except Asta gets one. Euron gets the 4th clover. Then waits for Asta to get one. Then suddenly they see a fight, like black and red lightning kind of struck. But then they see a podium appear in the middle of the room. A pillar actually. But then there's that fire being there, like a great pillar to see. Then out of it there was come out a book, a black and a red book, with some dark grey in it as well. As when it comes down towards Asta flies up, they couldn't see any colors yet, but then when it touched it, they see 6 clovers, symbolizing it's blessed by a god. Or gods, as they knew, they prayed to like different gods, yeah, the different pantheons, yeah, accepted it, said he's blessed by the gods, they realized. That's one of the room. Then the guy actually wanted to talk to me, well, talk to Asta, I mean. But Asta just left the room, feeling like I shouldn't be here anymore, too much was there, but then Grimoire guy actually really tried. Then is the Grimoire guy teleported right in front of me and said, I want to talk to you, but he said, if you want to know how blah blah blah, which god, yeah, I'm telling you, I'd rather not talk about it. It's something I'd rather not bring up those memories again. He shuddered that. So, oh, I did some good things and got rewarded by the gods. I don't think I'm deserving of the blessing. Oh well, can you leave me alone? I have some charity work to do. So well, that's a clear set of mortals. So I also used to miss to manipulate him. To think there was something else about yeah, he was just normal talk. So yeah, then he walked away, told the father bye, showed the Grimoire. So Bowie said, yes, father, I got blessed by the Greek gods, they exist. Don't tell them on. Surrender over stakes, I said. So fine, I surrender over stakes. I then we see thunder cracking in the light blue sky. Then he looked at me shocked, said, as I told you, it's a promise of the Greek gods. You can't break the oath now, or if you break it, it's the punishment is death. No one can extract either from your memory. See you later, father. Also then start traveling. Discovering dungeons on his own. helping people, villages. Then, thank you for medical entry exam. Also decided to go watch it actually. That's when he goes there to watch it all at the stands. To see now he sees Juno, but Juno doesn't see him. As a realistic puts enough a lot of mana, others look up the stands, but also kept in shadows they couldn't see him. The captains felt that mana pulse out into this thought someone strong in mana is watching this. They accepted it really. But in fact it was his godly aura that he's seeping out. At the age of 15 his godly aura starts leaking out now actually, so yeah. Then let's watch this, then actually now we see it starts. With the brooms out. Then it starts getting to fights. As the last fight was a firefight when the fire gets out of hand. Actually blasts out of the stance now. Then Asta does something else. He's the god of constellations, so he walks up to it. I use these flames to counter it. If a large flame barrier around the arena doesn't melt, but the fire covers it. As then the fire burns, Asta's fire burns the other fire. Then it disables it. Then you see that his the captain's watching him, everyone was watching over him. He slowly tried to shrink back to shadows, but they quickly said that we request that we want to talk to you after this exam. So whatever they said, like they gave him the scar to translate the word. Asta deciphered them. Then it continued like the last was pushed to exam slots, yeah. Then Asta slowly walked out of the stance now. He made his way toward captains where he sensed where they are. So then he heard a loud shout about Asta heard a loud shout about herself. Then he opened the door and said, "Geez, you're just as loud as and annoying as a meeting on Olympus," Asta muttered. Said, "Do you look at him?" What? Said, "Hey, not my problem," I said. "I believe in the Greek mythology. Call me crazy or not, I believe it's more true to be real than others." Some nodded in agreement, said, whatever. Said, "Geez, you want to know?" Said, "I have some abilities. It's not magic, actually. What you feel is my aura." I said, "What I did there was an ability I have since I was born. Can't tell you much, since I swore an oath that if I'm broken I will die." So yeah, as well. That's the only thing I can tell you is that I'm not that I will serve the kingdom for now. And that I'm not originally from... Then I would like to speak to West King though, but some other matters I can trust only him with. So well. Then his West King gets known about him, wants to geek around, but he was told quickly not to. Then when Asta walked in, he said, "If first before the start and all that, I want you to promise that I swear on the river Styx to not ask about my abilities or what I can do with my powers or anything at all." He said, "I swear on the river Styx" in those terms. Then he's wanting also what? Then he's unable to see. That said, maybe I should tell this now. You can't geek over my abilities actually. Well, you can't ask more about them. You only see, be able to observe. You can't ask anyone about them either that has seen them. Now, if you try even somehow manage to break this oath, you will immediately death. So, but that's the Greek pantheon laws. It counts for your more normal non-believers as well, I guess. But I guess I can be called non-believers since I don't believe in the common Christianity. It's too brutal of a god, I said. Do somewhat agree. They say, then one of them was the Christian there said, but how do you see that's hair? Blaze found me there said, geez, come let me explain my point. I have a point here actually. I said, fine, since I'm a good Christian allow you said, very well. I won't judge you for being a young Christian, but question is, in the Bible it applies that God is good, creator of everything, right? Said yes. Then I said, how does it come that Satan only has a low 2-digit kill count while God has multi-number kill count in the Bible and he's supposed to be a good guy? That implies that it's good with murder, killing people then, right? He looked at them, then the God was shocked, then I said, that's some actually good points. I didn't think you would actually have that. I said, well, Paul, I'll let you believe whatever you want. But still explain why you believe in Greek mythology, said. I said, simply, I feel a weird connection to it. Like I know it from somewhere. And besides, they actually not imply that they're good ones, they're actually the ones that supposedly rule the world with their domain somewhat. Well, they might be a little bit brawly all that, but they're just a brawly family. That needs some attention. Like there's this big family that has some brawls, might cause apparently wars, something, sometimes maybe. Besides, I feel like home there. Besides, I only worship a few of the gods there. Like Hestia, goddess of, then I explained that, why I believe in them. There's not agreements, yeah, it's good points. Actually that, they agree. Said, so will John, they said, maybe, I said, I'll figure it out. I promise I'll return in like a month, I said. I'll turn to one of the night squad's base on like 31 days from now. 5 AM in the morning, I'll be outside a knock on the door for the base. I said to all captains present there actually. Then now I want to discuss the private matters with the Wizard King. As they just all left now, everyone left, that is cast a solid. Asta cast a barrier now, around the room so no one can hear. Puskin said, so what's the one to discuss about? Said, then said, well, you first you must swear on sticks, on the reverse sticks, to not tell anyone about this ever. Then supply your loyal servant as well, as this cannot leak out. Said, I'm not from this world. So what I mean said, I'm not from this world, I was banished here when I was a baby. I grew up really extremely fast. I looked like this when I was 2 years old. Almost. Well, 3 or something. 3 years old actually. I can change my age as well, but I'm not show you. Anyway, I'm only here for like around 2 years more, then I'll return to my world. That's all I can tell you for now, but you must swear on River Styx to never share any of this to any soul at all. So I swear on River Styx to never share any private information about Asta at all. Then said, so I guess that means your parents said, yes, it's what, yes, it exists, but since you can't share information that they're real at all, actually. that they actually come from another world. Now, see ya. Now I gotta go. See you in 31 days, maybe. Wizard King. Whiskey nodded, excited that there's actually other worlds with real gods in them. That seems to have a bit family issues, but that's acceptable, of course. Well, you're saying, but except for powers abuse, maybe. That's all for me now. I hope you enjoyed this What If now. The next part will cover Adventures of Asta in the Black Clover world. See ya later, nerds.